is an AML compliance officer? An anti-money laundering compliance officer is the person who manages preventing money laundering programs and processes of companies. The AML officer manages the company's internal and external control processes and works to ensure the company's compliance. Every company under regulatory supervision must employ an AML compliance officer. An AML compliance officer would normally sit within the second line of defence within an organisation and would be part of the team reporting to the money laundering officer, also known as the MLRO. Why are AML compliance officers required? AML compliance officers are indispensable employees for companies, as they are responsible for compliance processes. Failure to ensure anti-money laundering compliance will lead to legal consequences, and companies will incur severe penalties. For this reason, all companies should pay attention to their policies and procedures and implement it in accordance with their obligations. As well as implementation, AML compliance officers have the obligation to make sure policies and procedures are kept up to date, in line with local AML regulations where the company operates in. As most AML compliance officers' roles sit within the second line of defence, they won't be directly involved in the actual updating of procedures used by the KYC teams, who normally sit within the business in the first line of defence, but they will provide the oversight of it and sign off. What are the main tasks AML compliance officers perform on a daily basis? At this point, it is worth highlighting that all the following tasks depend on the type of setup the organisation may have, but as a general rule of thumb, these are the most common tasks that AML compliance officer would be involved in. Serve as point of contact for KYC CDD team and the business who may have queries on potential new or existing customers. Review policy and procedures and make sure the local AML regulations are being met within the countries of operation. Evaluate client documentation when in doubt by the KYC team and assist to provide exemptions and exceptions to the process when required, but in line with local regulations. Provide oversight of the AML programme being used by the first line of defence. Review enhanced due diligence forms to make sure the relevant mitigates are set at the time of onboarding and during the lifespan of the high-risk relationship. Assist the MLRO in the second line duties, such as submissions of suspicious activity reports to local authorities. Attend internal financial crime committees to update stakeholders of the current AML programme. And be a point of contact for any assistance required to perform dispositioning of hits highlighted by the screening team.